Dear students, welcome to Physics Virtual Lab. Myself, Joseph Sagairaj, Physics Faculty at Delhi Public School, Bangalore East. I welcome you all for the virtual experience of Experiment number 7, Grade 11. Experiment number 7, Sonometer. We are going to study the relation between frequency and length of a given wire under constant tension. Aim of the experiment: to study the relation between frequency and length of a given wire under constant tension using sonometer. Apparatus required: number 1, a sonometer; number 2, tuning forks of frequency with 512 Hz, 480 Hz, 426 Hz, 341 Hz, 320 Hz, 256 Hz. Number 3, 5 half kg slotted weights. Number 4, rubber pad. Number 5, paper rider. Number 6, meter scale. Number 7, screw gauge. Theory of the experiment: if the stretched wire or the string vibrates in resonance with a tuning fork of frequency nu, then the string also has same frequency nu. If the string has a length L, diameter d, material of density ρ and tension T, then frequency nu is equal to 1 upon Ld square root of T upon pi into ρ. Relation between frequency nu and length L. From the equation 1 above, the frequency nu is directly proportional to the reciprocal of length L. Therefore, the product of frequency nu and length L is equal to constant. A graph between frequency nu and reciprocal of L will be a straight line, while a graph between frequency nu and length L will be a hyperbola. Diagram: as you can observe, the sonometer consists of a hollow rectangular box for free vibration. This is a sonometer wire where one end is fixed and it passes through the two bridges or wedges A and B, and it is fixed to the pulley and it is connected to the weight hanger which contains the slotted weights. So the slotted weights is kept constant, that is 2.5 kg. So 2.5 kg constant tension. Next step: how to form the resonance. So at certain distance between A and B, when the frequency of when the tuning fork is hit with rubber pad, the wire vibrates vigorously. When the wire vibrates vigorously at a certain distance between A and B, we can see the paper rider falls down. So that indicates the frequency of the vibrating wire matches the frequency of the tuning fork. That is the indication of resonance.
Good morning, students. Today we are going to see the sonometer experiment, and we are going to describe the relation between the frequency and the resonating length under constant tension. So this is sonometer. So what are the apparatus required is that number 1, sonometer, and number 2, tuning forks of different frequencies. The first one is 512 Hz, the number 2 480 Hz, number 3 426 Hz, then 341 Hz, then 320 Hz, then 256 Hz. The third apparatus required is bridges or wedges, we say. So 2 bridges or 2 wedges, then rubber pad, then the next apparatus required is slotted weights. Each one is half kg or 0.5 kg each. So students, the next step is that how to perform the experiment. So number 1, this is sonometer, which is a hollow rectangular box for free vibration. Number 2, we can see that the sonometer wire, one end is fixed and the other end you can see it is fixed to a pulley and then it is fixed to the slotted weights. So the weight angle is there. So the weight angle is fixed to the slotted weights, each of 0.5 kg each. The next step, this is a tuning fork which I took 512 Hertz. So hit it with rubber pad, keep it like here. So you can see these are the bridges or wedges which is kept at 40 and 50 centimeter. So start initially 40 centimeter to 50 centimeter, 10 centimeter distance, and this is the bridges, and we can see that the standing transverse vibration should be formed. So how to form that standing or stationary transverse vibration is that, so we can see antinode will be formed in the middle. So when I keep this tuning fork like this, so what happens, the paper rider falls at certain distance. So antinode is formed in the middle and nodes were formed in the bridges. So that's the main part of the experiment. So what is the next step is it? So I hit the tuning fork with rubber pad. Just keep it here. The paper rider should fall down at certain distance, and we can see that antinode is formed in the middle and the nodes were formed on the bridges. So students, first trial, initially you keep the bridge 1, bridge 2 at a distance of 10 centimeter. So 0.5, so you are going to keep the tuning fork like this. When the paper rider is not falling, you are going to move 0.5 centimeter to the right. So again hit the tuning fork and keep it here. So when the paper rider is not falling, you keep 0.5 centimeter to the left. So you have to proceed 0.5 centimeter to the right and left simultaneously to get until the paper rider falls down. So now this is the first trial I show. This is the 512 Hertz. So please focus here children. 512 Hertz. This is the frequency of the tuning fork. First trial. So I am going to hit it with rubber pad. So when I hit it on the sonometer, the paper rider fell down. So you can focus the readings. This is the resonating length we say, that is 44 centimeter. So you can see 44 centimeter to 57. So that means 57 minus 44. So you get 13 centimeter. So that is the resonating length we say. So 57, you can see a marking here, how to mark. So 57 minus 44, there is a marking children, 57 minus 44. So you get 13 centimeter. So this is the first trial. For the 512 Hertz, we are getting 13 centimeter. The paper rider fell down. So that is the resonating length we say between the bridges. Between the bridges or wedges, we get the distance 13 centimeter. So we got the first trial, 13 centimeter. Repeat the second trial, you get the same reading. Now students, this is trial 2 for 512 Hertz. This is trial number 2. So we can see the paper rider fell down. So the same distance children, 57, bridge 1, bridge 2, 44. So you can see a marking, 57 minus 44. So I got the same value, that means 57 minus 44, 13 centimeter is the resonating length I am getting for trial 2. So students, this is reading number 2. This is for the frequency 480 Hertz. So you can watch out children, 480 Hertz frequency. So I am going to hit it with rubber pad. So you can see that the paper rider fell down. So it is 57 minus 43. That means the reading 57 minus 43, 14 centimeter exactly. I am getting 57 minus 43. 14 centimeter is the resonating length. For 480 Hertz, I am getting 57 minus 43, 14 centimeter is the resonating length. Students, this is trial number 2. For 480 Hz, this is trial number 2. I hit the tuning fork with rubber pad and I keep it on the sonometer. When the paper rider moves away from 50, bring it to 50 centimeter. The paper rider, bring it to 50 centimeter. Now, we can see the paper rider fell down. So, at the, that is 57 minus 43. So, same 14 centimeter I am getting as a resonating length. Students, next trial we are going to see trial number 1 for 426 Hz. You can see the tuning fork 426 Hz. Now, I hit 426 Hz tuning fork with a rubber pad. So, when I keep it, the paper rider fell down. The reading is, so here the marking 58.5. You can see here 58.5, and this side, the other bridge 43.5. So, 58.5 minus 43.5, it is 15 centimeter. So, I can tell again for 426 Hz. So, you can watch out. It's 58.5. See, check out that marking. So, on the ruler scale, check out that marking 58.5 minus 43.5. So, it is 15 centimeter exactly. 58.5 minus 43.5, 15 centimeter we are getting as the resonating length. So, students, this is trial number 2 for 426 Hz. So, the same 426 Hz, I am going to hit it with the tuning rubber pad. When I hit it, when I keep it on the sonometer, the paper rider fell down. So, what are the readings I can check out is that from the bridge 1 to bridge 2, 58.5 minus 43.5. So, I am getting exactly 15 centimeter again. Okay, children, resonating length 58.5 minus 43.5. So, I am getting exactly 15 centimeter as the resonating length for 426 Hz. Please make a note, children. So, students, next frequency of tuning fork I took as 341 Hz. Please make a note. Frequency of tuning fork is 341 Hz. So, I hit this tuning fork with rubber pad and keep it on the keep it on the sonometer. The paper rider fell down. So, you can make the distance as, so you can see the bridge 1 is reading 60.6 and bridge 2 is reading as 42.1. Please make a note, children. 60.6, bridge 1 reading 60.6, bridge 2 is reading 42.1. So, that resonating length I am getting it as 18.5 centimeter as the resonating length for 341 Hz. So, resonating length I am getting 18.5 centimeter for 341 Hz. So, students, this is trial number 2, 341 Hz. I am repeating the experiment. So, when I hit this 341 Hz with the rubber pad and keep it on sonometer, the paper rider fell down. Please make a note. So, the bridge 1 is reading me again the same reading I am getting 60.6 centimeter, and the bridge 2 is reading me as 42.1. So, the resonating length I am getting 60.6 minus 42.1. I am getting it as 18.5 centimeter as the resonating length for 341 Hz. So, for 341 Hz, I am getting the resonating length as 18.5 centimeter for trial number 2. So, students, the next reading we are going to take, the tuning fork frequency is 320 Hz. You can note here 320 Hz, the frequency of tuning fork. Now, this 320 Hz tuning fork, I am going to hit it with rubber pad and keep it on the tuning fork. we can see the paper rider fell down at a distance 60 centimeter. So you can make a note, 60 centimeter. There is a marking, 60 centimeter minus 41.5. You can make a note, 41.5. So 60 centimeter minus 41.5. So I am getting 19.5 centimeter. So 60 minus 41.5, 19.5 centimeter is my resonating length. So students, this is trial number 2. You can make a note. Trial number 2, 320 Hertz. So I am going to hit it with rubber pad. Keep it on the tuning fork. The paper rider fell down. Now when I repeat the experiment for 320 Hertz frequency, I am getting 60 minus 41.5. So 19.5 centimeter is my resonating length for trial 2. Students, this is trial number 1 for 256 Hertz tuning fork. So please make a note, children. I am going to hit this 256 Hertz tuning fork with rubber pad and keep it on the sonometer. The paper rider fell down. So you can make a note. This bridge 1 is reading 62.6. Please make a note, 62.6. And bridge 2 is reading 38.1. So the resonating length 62.6 minus 38.1 is reading as, so this resonating length is 24.5 centimeter. So resonating length, I am getting trial 1 as 24.5 centimeter for 256 Hertz. Please make a note, children. So students, this is trial number 2 for 256 Hertz. So this 256 Hertz I am hitting with rubber pad. So when I keep it on sonometer, the paper rider fell down. So when I repeat the experiment, I am getting the reading as for bridge 1 it is reading as 62.6 again, and the bridge 2 I am getting 38.1. So anti-node is formed in the middle and nodes were formed on the bridges. You can make a notice. So 62.6 minus 38.1. So I am getting resonating length 24.5 centimeter for 256 Hertz. Please make a note, children.
Observation. Constant tension on the wires. Capital T is equal to 2.5 kg kept constant throughout the experiment. Tabular column, serial number 1, frequency of the tuning fork, first observation. So throughout all the 2 trials we got 13 centimeter, mean also 13 centimeter, reciprocal of length we are getting 0.077. For 480 Hz we are getting 14 as the resonant length of the wire, and the reciprocal of the length we are getting 0.071. For frequency 426 we are getting the resonant length as 15 centimeter. The reciprocal of the length we are getting 0.066. For 341 Hz we are getting 18.5 as the resonant length, and the reciprocal of the length we are getting 0.054. For 320 Hz we are getting 19.5 centimeter as the resonant length, and the reciprocal of length we are getting 0.051. For 256 frequency of the tuning fork we are getting 24.5 as the resonant length and 0.041 as the reciprocal of the length. When you draw the graph between frequency and length, we get a hyperbola. So along the x-axis, we are taking frequency, and along the y-axis we take the length. So you can observe that the frequency goes on increasing from 256, 288, 320, 341, 384, 426, 480, 512. the resonant length goes on decreasing. For 256, the value of resonant length is maximum, and when the frequency increases, the resonant length goes on decreasing. When you draw the graph between frequency and reciprocal of length 1 by L, we get a straight line. That means we plot the frequency 256, 288, 320, 341, 384, 426, 480, 512 along the x-axis and the reciprocal of the length along the y-axis. So when the frequency goes on increasing 256, 288 like that, so we get the reciprocal of length also increases. That means we get a linear straight line. Result. From the graph, we conclude that the product of frequency and the resonant length L is equal to constant, and the frequency nu is directly proportional to the reciprocal of the length. This verifies the law of transverse vibration of strings. Precautions. Number 1, pulley should be frictionless. Number 2, wires used should be kinkless and of uniform cross section. Number 3, loading of wires should not be beyond elastic limit. Number 4, tuning fork should be vibrated by striking its prongs against a soft rubber pad. Sources of error. Wire may not be rigid and of uniform cross-sectional area. Number 2, pulley may not be frictionless. Number 3, weights may not be correct. Number 4, bridges may not be sharp. Points to ponder. Number 1, under what situation stationary waves are produced? Number 2, what is the distance between two consecutive nodes? Number 3, what is the distance between two consecutive antinodes? Number 4, give the formula for frequency of transverse vibrations of a stretched string. Number 5, why are there two holes in the side of the sonometer? Number 6, what is the nature of vibrations of the sonometer board? Number 7, what is meant by resonant vibrations of the wire? Thank you so much for watching.